Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. It was end of day one today in Vizag, second test match between India and England. India finishing on 336 for 6. One man show by Yashasvi Jaiswal, 179 runs of 257 deliveries, standing tall. Not getting as much support as we thought he would get. Or बेहतरीन innings from Jaiswal, बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा था, aggressive batting. थ्रू द ऑफ साइड तो क्या प्लेयर है भाई ये. गंगुली याद आ गया कसम से. जो कट्स थे एंड कवर्स के थ्रू जो मार रहा था. Incredible batting from him. Also, just a word on Patidar. I felt that he batted really well until he got out. Unlucky dismissal. वो चॉप ऑन हो गया, लेकिन वो भी स्लो मोशन में. लेकिन उसका जो रिवर्स व्यू था और एक इनसाइड आउट शॉट थ्रू कवर्स जो मारा था, मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा. आई थिंक इट वाज अ वेरी गुड इनिंग्स अंटिल ही वाज देयर. बट यही है कि भाई या तो आप चिप इन करके रन्स बनाओ, 400 तक पहुंचो जैसे अपने डॉन भाई बोलते हैं, नहीं तो एक बंदा 400. बट मेरे हिसाब से भाई अभी जो सिचुएशन है, आई थिंक दैट इट्स इवन गेम मेरे हिसाब से, बिकॉज ये पिच फ्लैटर है कंपेयर टू हैदराबाद. हैदराबाद में बॉल टर्न हो रहा था, ठीक है स्लो टर्न था, बट इट वाज मच मोर इन इट फॉर द बॉलर्स कंपेयर टू आज फ्लैट विकेट था. और मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया या तो भी 54 3-4 और या 4 रहना था, या तो 400 for 6 or 7 थोड़ा और एग्रेसिव खेलना था. श्रेयस अय्यर भाई अगेन क्रिटिसिज्म, आपके शुभमन गिल अगेन क्रिटिसिज्म, रोहित शर्मा अगेन क्रिटिसिज्म. इन लोग रन नहीं बना रहे हैं जो आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं. लाइक यू एक्सपेक्ट मच मोर फ्रॉम देम. विल कम टू दैट. बट या आई थिंक इनिशियली अगर आप बात करेंगे तो तारीफ करेंगे यशस्वी जायसवाल की. लाइक ही जस्ट स्टार्टेड हिज करियर, और जो पॉजिटिविटी के साथ खेल रहा है, खासतौर पर उसका बैटल जिमी एंडरसन के साथ आज मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. वो आई मीन एंडरसन is an experienced bowler. He knows exactly कहाँ पे डालना है, कहाँ नहीं डालना है. And the way they battled it out, I think it was really good, and it was fascinating to watch two different age groups, different at the different ends of the age spectrum, but still battling it out and trying to outfox each other. So I really enjoyed that. फैज भाई कहाँ है भाई? फैज भाई थोड़ा एक आध हफ्ते से बिजी है थोड़ा उनके पर्सनल काम में. बस दुआ करो इंशाल्लाह उन्होंने जल्द से जल्द आ जाएंगे. कभी कभी बीच में आ रहे हो, मगर ही जस्ट अ बिट बिजी लास्ट 10 days. तो मैं ही दिखूंगा आपको. लाइक अगर आप देख रहे 1 हफ्ते से मैं ही आ रहा हूँ. वो भी 1-2 बार ज्वाइन करे, बट कंसिस्टेंटली ही विल प्रोबेबली ज्वाइन अस इन मे बी होपफुली टुडे, नहीं तो कपल डेज में ही विल स्टार्ट थिंग. तो बस then yeah, I'm also missing him. So once he's there, then we'll kill it together. The power he generated to hit cover was just, oh yeah, man. I'm telling you, he reminded me of Ganguly in terms of the offside play. बहुत जबरदस्त था. बेहतरीन batting from Jaiswal, and he just kept going at it. Didn't let it go. Whether it was against the faster bowlers or spinners, he was incredible. Really enjoyed his innings. So expected more again from the other batsmen. Shubman Gill in particular, Rohit Sharma, Shreyas Iyer, man, this guy is getting found out. जब से उन्हें बोला I don't have any problem बढ़ते जा रहा. This guy is in a serious rut right now, and ठीक है स्पिन का अच्छा प्लेयर है, all that is fine, but my problem is not scoring runs. Like Shubman Gill is also not scoring runs, and people are criticizing him. But I don't have much of a problem with Shubman Gill as compared to Shreyas Iyer, because he has a proper weakness. I mean, I'm sure Gill also has weaknesses and all that, but with Iyer, like it's also a lack of form, but he has an issue too, and that जो mental block है, because he's denying it or whatever, he's actually thinking about it. जो भी उन्हें बोलता मीडिया में, he's actually thinking about it, because you can see in his play today, Jimmy Anderson is setting him up, man. Short ball play. Jimmy Anderson, who's not known for proper pace or anything like that, is setting him up with short balls and softening him up. That doesn't really make sense to me. But ठीक है. I say India and Australia all qualify for the under-19 World Cup semi-finals. Yes, India a convincing win today against Nepal, as South Africa against West Indies today. That was also a good game. The left-handed bowler, I forgot his name, he was pretty good, impressive today for South Africa. और आपके ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम भी इंग्लैंड को convincingly हराए. So it's been a good performance, I think, overall. मिचेल भाई, आप एक पर्सन को जानते हो क्या जो प्लम्बर भी है, डॉक्टर भी है, ऑल इन वन? हाँ जानता हूँ मैं भाई, आप ही बताए थे लास्ट टाइम, फिर से यही टॉपिक शुरू हो गया. मैं जानता हूँ प्लम्बर भी है, पिज्जा डिलीवरी मैन भी है, राइट? बट हाँ, आज की थिंग, दैट्स व्हाई आई थिंक अगर मैं इंग्लैंड हूँ, आई वोंट बी no punter. It's the guy, he's talking to the guy, he's referring to the guy you mentioned on the last podcast, or like last week in the podcast. His first name starts with J and last name ends with S and starts with S also. But हाँ, अगर मैं आज के मैच के बारे में बात करूं, शोएब बशीर भाई, ही लुक्ड इंप्रेसिव, ही वाज गेटिंग दैट एक्स्ट्रा बाउंस। अगर आप नोटिस करें, डिसमिसल्स जो थे काफी कट शॉट्स पे, पॉइंट पे आउट हो रहे थे। यू नो, इट लुक लाइक व्हाट इज दिस शॉट, व्हाई आर दे प्लेइंग दिस शॉट, बट आल्सो देयर इज अ बिट ऑफ बाउंस ऑन दैट पिच, एंड द टॉल बशीर वाज गेटिंग that extra bounce as well. He was exploiting that, and in general, I think England bowled decently well. They could have done a bit better in the field. You know, also Jaiswal was almost bowled, man. That extra bounce actually saved him from Shoaib Bashir later on in the day. लेकिन overall अगर आप देखें, I think England will be satisfied. I wouldn't say like extremely happy or anything. They'll be satisfied because देखो लास्ट टाइम इंडिया मारे 420, आप हार गए, फिर भी इंग्लैंड जीती मैच। अभी 330 for 6, they'll be looking to get them under 400. India will be looking to extend this to 400. Now a lot will depend on Jaiswal, but also Ashwin के भी run है इंडिया में। He scored even last time England came. Ashwin was very good. He's no mug with the bat. I think this partnership is very, very important. And then hopefully we get to see runs from Kuldeep Yadav, from Bumrah also, and from the tail too. And if they can get to, I would say 450, then that's over 450 plus, which is possible. If this is a huge partnership, आप 500 भी पहुंच सकते हैं। लेकिन of course it's a very it's a very low possibility, but it's still possible in my opinion. So I think India will be looking to get to that 450 mark, whereas England will be looking to restrict them under 400, or even if they get to 400, England will be okay with that. And now another question that comes to my mind is, अगर England पहली बैटिंग कर रहे थे तो क्या स्कोर होता था, रन रेट क्या होता था? I'm pretty sure it's been a bit more, but हाँ देखेंगे। और रोहित शर्मा का, उसका भी जो अप्रोच है थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है। Like he was aggressive before, now he's taking his time, but he got out. It wasn't selfless batting or anything like that, which you normally see from him. So he's also going to be under pressure, particularly if India don't do well in this test match. So रोहित शर्मा पे सवाल उठेंगे। Shubman Gill again, you know, being set up. Jimmy Anderson, beautiful setup, and then he bowls that outswinger and gets him nicked. That was very good piece of bowling मेरे हिसाब से। तो अब देखना पड़ेगा कल क्या होने वाला है। लेकिन I would say it's like 50-50 right now the game. You can say 60-40 in India's favor because they batted first and you expect the pitch to break. मगर let me just remind you of the Hyderabad game. वहां पे भी आप 400 मारे थे पहले इनिंग में और आप हार गए वो टेस्ट मैच. So that's why, and this is, I feel, is a better pitch. Unless it breaks very quickly, I think England are still in the game. And let's see how much, even if they bat first and are trail by 100, you still keep them in the game, right? Because of their third, fourth innings potential. भाई शादी कब करोगे? इंडिया वैसे 231 वर्ल्ड कब तक इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीतेगी उसके ख्वाब में मत रहना भाई। आप दुआ करो, इंशाल्लाह कर लेंगे भाई शादी, उसमें क्या है। साउथ अफ्रीका वर्सेस श्रीलंका, मफाका द 70, yes, he's the one I'm talking about. He's the one I'm talking about. He's very impressive, man. He bowls with good pace, good accuracy, and I think got a bowled or something today, which I saw. Acha, impressive है। Your thoughts on KP and DK talking about players like Sehwag, obviously not comparing Jaiswal to him, but how to handle such players, like let them play their natural game. I think how you handle them is they're allowed to play their natural game. Today he played his natural game. Like the tough part doesn't come now. The tough part comes when he goes through a बैड फेस, when he's not scoring runs. शुभमन गिल, अभी लोग बोल रहे हैं भाई उसको ड्रॉप कर देना जब कोहली आएगा और फलाना ढिमका. So that is when the thing comes, because you see Shubman Gill was also scoring, he was scoring double hundreds, even limited overs also, not just in test matches. He was scoring hundreds, everywhere, and now look at his form. But now is how you handle him. And same thing with Yashasvi. Right now he's incredible, but Punter and whoever is also joining us today, the main thing aap dekho ki, you know, you have, these guys have talent, obviously, that's why they're scoring runs at such a big stage. But also एक साल के बाद, you know, your form also dips, and also teams also analyze you. उन लोग के पास data ज्यादा रहता है आपके बैटिंग पे. Right now Jaiswal doesn't, you don't have that much data on him. Then you know, so they'll do analysis, they'll take out his weaknesses, they'll take out his strengths, everything, and then they will have plans for him, certain plans, and he will fail. Then how do you back him? उसको कितना रस्सी देते हैं, ये वो, that is the main challenge. And in India the problem is players like this who play aggressive and everything, when they're doing well, it's all well and good, but when they're doing bad, then they need to get backed. Only particular ones do, which I understand, because you can't back everybody. But someone like a Jaiswal, I think, should be backed, because he is very well talented. But I said the same thing about Shubman Gill, and I still mean it, कि भाई Shubman Gill should also be backed. इंडिया तभी वर्ल्ड कप जीतेगी जब टीम में 7 बॉलिंग ऑप्शन, एक लेफ्टी. भाई मैं भी अग्री करता हूँ इस बात से कि आपके पास ऑलराउंडर की कमी है, स्पेशली फास्ट बॉलिंग ऑलराउंडर. मैं सहमत हूँ इस बात से. वर्ल्ड कप, मगर आप फिर भी ये वर्ल्ड कप जीत सकते थे, जो भी आपका कॉम्बिनेशन था जीतना चाहिए था. जिस तरीके क्रिकेट खेल रहे थे, जो कंडीशंस थे, अब आई डोंट नो व्हाई आई एम गोइंग बैक टू द वर्ल्ड कप, लेकिन ये वर्ल्ड कप जो भी कॉम्बिनेशन था, अब जीतना था, बिकॉज होम पे था, आप सबको डोमिनेट कर रहे थे और दूसरी टीम्स वीक थे कंपेयर टू यू, दे वर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग कंडीशंस लाइक यू. Agree, like what happened to Shaw, बिल्कुल शॉ भी बहुत टैलेंटेड था, एंड ही आल्सो स्टार्टेड ऑफ डिसेंटली आई थिंक ऑन डेब्यू. मुस्तफा भाई, आप देशभक्त तो हो ना? मैं तो मत देखो भाई, मैं तो बस एज अ क्रिकेट मैं एज अ न्यूट्रल देखना पड़ता है, मगर हाँ मैं इंडिया को सपोर्ट करता हूँ, लाइक ऑफ कोर्स आई वांट देम टू डू वेल इन एवरीथिंग. तो वैसा वैसा है. डू यू थिंक आईसीसी शुड अलाउ मफाका टू प्ले अंडर 9? मगर आप मेरे को देशभक्त बोल रहे हैं, मगर मैं हूं नहीं, नेशनैलिटी मेरा इंडियन नहीं है, ये बात भी आप सुन लो. मेरा नेशनैलिटी कुछ और है. डू यू थिंक आईसीसी शुड allow Mapaka to play another 19 World Cup? As yeah, I think he should be allowed, because that should be on the board. Just when Dravid came in, he didn't allow Indian under 19 players to play more than one World Cup, so it should be on the board. I don't think ICC should have a problem with it, because it has to be the age. If he's under 19, he's eligible to play. If the country wants to play him, ठीक है. If he doesn't want to play him, ठीक है. It's up to you. तो ऐसा ऐसा सिचुएशन है. जय हिंद बोल दिया भाई. जय हिंद, जय कनाडा. मुस्तफा सिर्फ लड़की भक्त है, बट हाँ मेरा यही है कि भाई अगर आज के बारे में बात करें तो लाइक इफ यू टॉक अबाउट टुडेज game, it was a flat wicket. I felt the Hyderabad wicket was better, the pitch was better there. It was a flat wicket, but England did well. They picked up 6 wickets. India could have scored more in my opinion, or lost a few less wickets. भरत की जो बैटिंग थी भाई, बेहतरीन, अच्छा था, उसके बाद आउट हो गया. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. ही हैज टू लर्न टू कन्वर्ट, बट ही लुक्स मच मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, बिकॉज केएस भरत में मेरे पास कोई उम्मीद नहीं थी गोइंग टू दिस सीरीज. आई नो इंडिया में है, ही कुछ जुगाड़ हो सकता है, लेकिन ही वाज बैटिंग विद गुड इंटेंट, गुड कॉन्फिडेंस. And he was playing really well until he got out. I liked his approach. Even in the last game I liked his approach. तो अब देखना पड़ेगा अगले इनिंग में वो क्या करेंगे और कीपिंग कैसा करेंगे, because he's in the team for keeping, so that will be also very important. आप न्यूजीलैंड से हो क्या? नहीं भाई, न्यूजीलैंड से नहीं हूँ मैं. तो हाँ, ऐसा सिचुएशन है. केएस भरत की बैटिंग, अक्षर पटेल अगेन, लाइक गुड स्टार्ट, देन लूजिंग द विकेट. ऑल द बैट्समैन, दैट्स वेयर दे नीड टू लर्न टू कन्वर्ट, लाइक एटलीस्ट इनटू देयर 50s 60s. But again, Jaiswal covered that in my opinion. Do you think just since Jaiswal was told to play freely, Rohit went on the back foot, but he could? I don't think that I'll be very honest with you. This is just my opinion. I don't know if I'm correct. I don't think anybody's told to do anything. Like in particular, like especially when like, because the thing is, he can be told to play to his strengths, to play his natural game. कभी कभी बोलते हैं भाई टिक के खेलो, कभी बोलते हैं मार के खेलो, बट उसका नेचुरल गेम यही है कि भाई मार के खेलना है. Like that's how he plays. The only time he'll be told something is when if there's a situation where थोड़ा सा रुक के खेलना है, then thing. Because if you compare Jaiswal, if you're told, then everybody should be told to play like him and counter BAZBALL, right? So I think that's his game. That's how he plays, and he'll continue to do that because it is effective, and he's scored runs now, and he's shown कि भाई मैं इस तरीके से खेलता हूँ. Rohit Sharma, on the other hand, he is like whatever style he is playing, I don't have a problem with it. It's just that why is he getting out? Why is he having these lapses of concentration? He pulls it to leg. Today he got caught on leg slip. Like, why are these lapses in concentration happen? I don't have a problem with the particular approach. It's about the dismissals and the runs, right? You need runs under your belt. No matter how you score them, आप 100 के strike rate में मार दो, आप 30 के, मगर run कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, ये देखना है, right? मेरे हिसाब से. I know it's a bit complicated and confusing, but like it's like I don't mind what approach you take. At the end of the day, what is the currency? The currency is runs, and no matter how why aren't you getting those? आप attacking खेलो वो या मत खेलो, it doesn't matter. Did you see the SA versus New Zealand Test rivalry got a trophy? Man, no, you get some crazy information, bro. I don't know. I didn't see that, but I'll check it out. That was good to know. So why is it the Tangy Y trophy? Please let me know. Who's Tangy and who's Y? Because 14 of 41 is not Rohit's style. The thing is, it's not his current style in limited overs, but Rohit in the past used to play like this. Used to take his time and then smash, right? So like it is still part of his style. I think he's just assessing the pitch, and he felt he needs to stay there, play a big innings, and maybe approached it like that. The bigger problem is the way he's getting dismissed. Last time it was in the first innings he went down the pitch and played a loose shot. Today it was again loose shot, but like it wasn't like an aggressive shot. It was just a loose shot. मुस्तफा भाई, आप पंजाबी हो क्या? नहीं, मगर मैं बन रहा हूँ पंजाबी आजकल। मैं काफी दोस्त पंजाबी है, तो आपको हिंट मिल गया मैं कौन सा नेशनैलिटी का हूँ. वेरी क्लोज टू पंजाब, नॉट इन जियोग्राफिकल डिस्टेंस, इन कल्चर और व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू से. बट हाँ, आई थिंक जो स्टाइल की बात आप कर रहे हैं, yes, recently he's playing aggressive cricket, lekin he's played like this before. It's not like we haven't seen Rohit Sharma initially also, when the most successful we saw him in the 2019 50 over World Cup. Usme he was consuming 20-30 deliveries and then smashing. So like it depends on I think the situation and the type of cricket he wants to play on that day. I'm just a bit more concerned on the mode of dismissals more than anything like that. Again, India, I still feel that they should win this test match. They batted first. They're going to, they should bat third. But again, it depends on how much they make tomorrow and how much England make. Jimmy is a legend. Yeah, man. Remember, we used to have conversations. Should he be in the 11th of World 11s and stuff like that? I think definitely he has to be. Any conditions, bro, this guy picks up wickets. At 42, 41, he is still picking up because he's setting up batsmen, whether it's Shreyas Iyer, whether it is Shubman Gill. He's just the setup. I'm not even talking about dismissals or anything like that. जो उन्हें setup कर रहा, जो जिस तरीके से he is जिस तरीके से he's coming up with plans to dismiss batters and helping his other bowlers as well take wickets. It's incredible, man. He's outstanding, Mr. Jimmy Anderson. उसको देख के तो भाई बहुत मजा आता है, and like any conditions he is very successful. और जो भी सवाल है भाई कमेंट से पूछते रहिए. बट अभी वही है, आई थिंक द मैच इज इवनली poised. It depends on now we can judge it a bit more after England bat, but not too much because we saw what happened in the last game as well. But at least we'll have a fair indication of the pitch and everything, and थोड़ा सा अंदाजा हो जाएगा मैच का. And again, a lot of England fans traveling. They're enjoying Vizag. There were a lot in the crowd today. उन लोगों को पसंद आ रहा beach and all that style. They're getting that Caribbean vibe in Vizag. भाई अब फिर से वहां पे लेके जा रहे हैं मेरे को भाई. Going back to 2023 World Cup final, Jaiswal played in place of Zim Kumar Yadav and Shubman Bhatt at 5. At 5 out of mind think would have a Cummins plan, bro. Like there's no guarantee, man. I think it's not the personnel, it's the actual it's the mindset going into the game. It's not or in during the game. I don't think it's the person. आप किसको भी खिला दो, आप वो final नहीं जीतने वाले थे. Just because I'll tell you why. Because the 11 which played there, any day of the week should have won that. It doesn't matter if Jaiswal wasn't there, Dhawan wasn't there, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आपकी टीम बहुत अच्छी तगड़ी थी. 9-10 गेम जीते भाई. आप you lost because of this, not because of the skill. और क्या हो रहा है भाई लोग? I'm just checking what the Sunrisers score is. They are 165 for 4, 2 overs to go. Jansen is batting on 51 of 23, very impressive. ये भी चल रहा है भाई. Sharjah Warriors 129 और Mumbai Emirates need 40 of 72. ये भी खत्म हो रहा है भाई. Kusal Pereira 47 of 26. And yeah, again we talk about Tom Hartley, Shoaib Bashir, जो रूट को साइड में हटके तीसरा कोने रैन अहमद. They're inexperienced spinners, but I think still to pick up 6 wickets on day one on a flat track. If you saw the pitch, if you listen to the commentary, if you listen to the podcast, whatever it is, you know that it was a flat pitch to get 6 wickets. I think they've done a very good job, and it's crazy and how these guys have been selected, and it's not the traditional way and all that, but they're still doing such a good job. Or alag tarika hai, unique style hai, lekin it's pleasant to the eye, and you really enjoy watching these guys play. Despite losing his fiance, he played the test match against SA and showed bravery. Hours after finding he lost his fiance. Oh, he's going to play in that test match. He's a player. Oh, that's crazy story, man. I didn't know that. That's really good information. So they named it after him who lost his fiance. Uh, Yeah, sorry. Siraj was a final player, but if Vadapa gave him the new ball in World Cup final, we would have got the Australia. I mean, again, in the new ball, you still did well. Shami picked up wickets, and then you had the LBW of Travis Head, and after that was reversed. You just lost the game. Also, Siraj ko kya ho gaya ki they're giving him a break. They released him. I don't know if it's a mental health thing or what it is, but he's been released from the squad. He is on a break. I don't know what the issue is. Again, we don't have enough information. This is the same problem with what happened. Not the same problem, but we had a problem with Ishan Kishan who took a break and all that. I hope this is not serious, but I don't know what the issue is. If he was dropped, they can just say he was dropped and he could have stayed with the squad. What was the point of releasing him? I don't know. We need to get more information. I think they have to mention this to the media and be a bit more clear what the reasoning is. नहीं तो खाली speculation रहेगा, ये रहेगा, उधर रहेगा. आप clear cut नहीं बना. वो time पे भी मैं फैज के साथ 1 घंटा argue कर रहा था because ने बोला कि भाई BCCI is the main thing. You can't mess with them. ठीक है, we won't mess with them, but they should give us information, right? They should tell us that this those we will speculate, and we have every right to speculate. Bharat, a good keeper, but still needs to work on his batting, of course, and I think he's worked on it. He looks much better than what he was last year. अगर आप देखें जिस तरीके से बैटिंग कर रहा है, कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, शॉट्स भी खेल रहा है, वो आगे निकल के भी खेल रहा है. He looks a much better batsman than last year, and I think he's working on that. And he clearly has been told कि भाई, if you work on your batting, you can be our permanent keeper in India at least, and then we can consider you abroad also. मगर in India, you're a very good option, but you have to work on your batting, and I think he's done that today. Again, shouldn't have got out that way, but नॉर्मली ऐसी स्ट्रगल उन्हें बीट हो जाता, ये हो जाता, शेल में चला जाता. बट अब आज उन्हें और पिछले मैच में भी जो शॉट्स खेल रहा था, इट गेव मी कॉन्फिडेंस कि भाई इसके पास है, बैटिंग है इसके पास. ना तो मुझे एक टाइम पे दिख रहा था कि दिस गाय कैन बैट, बट इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. भाई एक बात बताओ, if India Australia are finalists of this 2020, then what's the guarantee we win? 50-50. It's always a 50-50 going into the final, you know what I mean, bruv? Prithvi Shaw, there's no 100% guarantee on anything. Prithvi Shaw is back. He has been selected in Mumbai squad for the 5th round of the Ranji Trophy. Yes, he's been back. He's back, baby. Prithvi is back, and good to see him. बहुत potential था बंदे में, then lack of discipline or whatever you want to call it, lack of runs. People were commenting on his fitness and all that, but he's a very talented player. I've been seeing him since his under 19 days, or even before that. I think there's a documentary on him on Netflix also. He's one of the characters there when he was a young kid, and they show कि मैदान में उन्हें कैसा खेलता था, and he's a very talented player. It's just unfortunate what's happened with him in the last few years. So I'm happy that he's back. He did well काउंटी चैंपियनशिप में भी लास्ट ईयर, उसमें भी 100 मारा था शायद उन्हें. तो अब देखना पड़ेगा रांची का कैसा उसका रहेगा. एंड यहाँ पे भी भाई जो परफॉर्म नहीं करे, अगर ड्रॉप हुए, दे शुड गो एंड प्ले रांची क्रिकेट एंड गेट दैट कॉन्फिडेंस बैक. It's 90-10% Australia. I mean, yeah, I would still say 50-50, but let's see. But yeah, it's good to see that Prithvi Shaw will be taking the field. Also, man, this guy, I don't know if you guys know that producer or something. What's his name? Vinu Chopra. His wife is that Bollywood journalist, Anupama Chopra. Unke bete bhai, he's playing. His name is Agni Chopra, I think. Let me just get his name. He's playing for in the Ranji Trophy for Mizoram, and he's smashing it. He has centuries in his first 4 games. You can, whatever the opposition is, I think it's a different he's playing on the I don't know, Sikkim and these teams, but whatever the opposition is, he scored 4 centuries by that's crazy, man. He's breaking records. Anupama posted as well. Yeah, this guy is crazy. I saw that post only. I'm like, what is she posting about cricket for? She's an entertainment thing. But yeah, he's been smashing it. He's not playing for Mumbai, he's playing for Mizoram. But right now, the best tournament in the world is going on. AFCON, baby. Nigeria versus Angola. और आप लोग अगर फुटबॉल देखते तो आई थिंक जॉर्डन जीत गए आज एशिया कप में. They won 1-0 against Tajikistan. Very good performance from them. And right now, I think these guys are playing Australia and South Korea. Australia is winning 1-0. 86 minutes. This should have been Australia, Saudi Arabia, but it's Australia, South Korea. It looks like Son is coming home quick, and we can put him in our FPL teams. You have to see Onda. It is packed. I'm sure, man. But Egypt are out. Egypt are out, but Jordan are still there. So maybe they're in the Asia Cup though. But Egypt are out of the AFCON. Morocco's out. All the Arab teams have been sent packing in the Asia Cup. I think there's only Jordan left and Iran. That's it. Iran looked good, but yeah. What are your thoughts on Hamilton signing for Ferrari for next season? My thoughts are I didn't expect it, and it's crazy, man. He's going to be driving in Ferrari. I never thought I would see that. I thought he is Mercedes until the end. But yeah, I saw the Saudi Grand Prix 2 years ago. I think he won that Grand Prix. But now, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he drives in Ferrari. What are your thoughts on it? I never thought I would see it, but it's pretty cool. Why not? तो ये सिचुएशन है अभी कल का जो दिन रहेगा. It's going to be a big day. Again, the first session will be very important. India will look to stretch that lead as far as possible, as long as possible, as high as possible. They want to score as many runs, and I think England on the other hand will try to get them all out, try to get into batting. And अब देखो England का जो approach रहेगा, they will play aggressive, so it could be do or die kind of thing. It could go bust or they could smash it. So that makes it more entertaining, more fun. अब देखना पड़ेगा India के bowlers भी कैसा करेंगे. There is no Jadeja, remember, but Kuldeep Yadav is there. He's a brilliant wicket taker. He will be a different kind of kettle of fish. For England, it will be a different challenge altogether. उसको sweep मारना उतना आसान नहीं रहेगा. कभी-कभी रुक के आएगा ball, थोड़ा flight में dip होगा ball, तो it will be a bit different for England. So that will be a good challenge as well. So I think India will do good in this test match, but like I said, I still think England are very much in it, and tomorrow and day 3 will probably dictate how things go. Mercedes के साथ खत्म करना था भाई को. I think हाँ, आपका भी opinion ठीक है. I was surprised when I saw he signed to drive for Ferrari. Yeah, I was surprised as well. I thought it was a joke, but he's there. He's there in Ferrari. Oh, but man, why not? Who doesn't want to drive a Ferrari, man? If you give me Ferrari right now, I'll drive it too. So all the best to him. Aajkal, it's not only. I don't think loyalty is that thing. Look at Mr. Hardik Pandya. I don't think loyalty is the main things right now, and rightly so. If you're like a sports person's lifespan while playing the sport or while participating in the sport is very short. तो आप जितना भी कमा सकते हो उसमें से, I think you have to look at that. Gone are the days where you have to be loyal, this, that, and everything. We respect that, and I also come from that same mindset like Panter ki, you should stick to one team and win it. I probably like that more. But gone are those days. You see Pep Guardiola, before Ferguson, he stuck with one team and he's the most successful. Guardiola is considered the best manager in the world right now, but he's coached 3 different clubs, massive clubs. So that doesn't mean he's not loyal, but that doesn't mean we should judge his legacy. I mean, we can judge his legacy, but that doesn't mean it tarnishes his legacy. That's what I would say. I tarnish it, whatever, but it shouldn't be like that, right? It should be ki theek hai, it's different now. The world is different. Everything is different. Yeah, Klopp also, he's going to manage another team, whether it is Germany or whether it's another club, he will probably, because he didn't say he's going to retire. So I think in terms of loyalty, wo bhai zamana khatam ho gaya. It's different now. Now it's, you're looking to maximize on whatever you have remaining in your career, you're looking to maximize it. And now, for example, if you're working 10 years, if your sponsor is Pepsi, right? And then they can't renew your contract, and then Coke offers you double the contract. I'm sure a lot of people will take that, right? That's just an example. I don't know why I thought of that, but yeah, that's just an example. Kuldeep will be key. I think he will be key. He's an attacking bowler, looks to pick up wickets, and it's a bit different to what England will expect. Also, it'll be interesting to see how the pitch also behaves day 2, day 3, day 4, because day 1 was very good for batting. Both achieved wicket thi. It was very close to that Ahmedabad wicket last year we saw against Australia. in the final test, which was drawn, which I was surprised. मैं नहीं समझा कि भाई flat रखेंगे. Either it would have been similar to Hyderabad or it would have been a rank turner. So I was surprised to see a wicket like this. But look, the toss went India's way. Right, it did go India's way, and they're batting first. They can make most of the conditions, and then if the pitch breaks down and everything, they can have that advantage of bowling in the fourth innings and causing problems to the batters. आप उस तरीके से आप देख सकते हैं. Still 0-0. हाँ जी, बताइए और कोई सवाल बवाल है तो कमेंट्स है तो प्लीज शेयर with me. Wow, they've got to 198 for 4-2 balls left. Sunrisers. Jansen and Stubbs are both smashing it. Stubbs is 22 of 10, strike rate of 220, and Jansen is 63 of 29. Man, what an all-rounder Jansen is turning out to be. We saw in the World Cup his batting, his bowling, and now again, I mean, he has his bad taste. Magar jis tarike se cricketer hai, this guy is going to go far, man. Hopefully, he's just stays injury-free and South Africa back him properly. And yeah, I think this guy is very talented, and we're very lucky that he's in Sunrisers, both Sunrisers. This IPL also starting soon, man. Just got to take care of our players. $199 for 4. Bowled a wide or something. Yeah, wide. इन कीड़ी को मार दे रहे भाई. अफगानिस्तान श्रीलंका का भी टेस्ट मैच था, उसमें अफगानिस्तान 198 ऑल आउट, श्रीलंका 80 for 0. Look, Afghanistan are a bit inexperienced when it comes to this format. It's not the strength like T20s and one days, मगर they will learn. बहुत important है उन लोग को टेस्ट मैचेस खेलना so that they get that exposure. They haven't had enough exposure, so I feel that these kind of tours will help them. It is in Colombo, so playing in different conditions away from home, it will give them a good learning experience. Rahmat Shah, he top scored with 91, but not too many other contributions. Vishwa Fernando 4 wickets, Asita Fernando 3 wickets, and Prabha Jayasuriya 3 wickets. This guy is crazy at home, man. जो उनका left arm spinner है. And now Nishan Madhushka is 36 and Karuna Ratne is 42. Australia also smashed West Indies in the पहला one day. वो भी मैच हुआ था आज. उतना मजा नहीं आया जितना टेस्ट मैचेस में आ रहे थे वहां पे, लेकिन I think 8 wickets से जीते ऑस्ट्रेलिया, chasing 230. उसमें Inglis, Cameron Green, Steve Smith all scored 50s, and for the West Indies, Casey Carty top scored with 88 and Roston Chase का भी 50 था. 4 wicket for the debutant Xavier Bartlett. He bowled very well. You can go and check out the highlights. He bowled well, and Sean Abbott and Cameron Green, Adam Zampa also chipped in with wickets. तो वो भी मैच था आज. Australia, West Indies का under 19, like we said, Australia have qualified, South Africa have qualified, India have also qualified. अब I think अगर इंडिया पाकिस्तान का सेमीफाइनल या फाइनल है, बहुत मजा आएगा. पाकिस्तान में भी बहुत अच्छे टैलेंट प्लेयर्स हैं. Their openers are very good, and then Ubaid Shah, Naseem Shah's brother, he's bowling world class, man. He's bowling really, really well. In India, they have Mushir Khan. Today, their captain Uday also scored 100. The other player also scored 100. I forgot his name. And then आपके पांडे जी जो स्पिनर है, लेफ्ट आर्म, incredible, man. He's I think the second leading wicket taker or the leading wicket taker, something like that. He's also incredible. He bowls with such immense accuracy. उसको मारना बहुत मुश्किल हो जा रहा है. He comes in, sometimes he opens the bowling, sometimes he'll come in just after the power play. He picks up wickets. He controls. His control is so good that उसको runs भी नहीं मार पा रहे हैं. उसका economy like 2-3 के ऊपर ही नहीं जा रहा. He's been outstanding this whole tournament. One of India's best players, and वहाँ पे पाकिस्तान में भी बहुत अच्छी bowling, especially their fast bowling and then their batting too. So if they play semi-finals, finals, I think that'll be a very good game. Australia also looked very impressive. England faltered against Australia, but they've looked decent. अब देखना पड़ेगा if they reach the semi-finals or not. But that is also coming to like a very interesting phase in the tournament. सेमीफाइनल जब आएंगे बहुत बहुत दिलचस्प रहेगा. एंड इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मुकाबला हो गया तो आई थिंक इट बी अ वेरी वेरी गुड गेम. इट बी अ क्रैकर ऑफ अ गेम. आई एम जस्ट checking what other matches will happen. अभी और क्या हो रहा भाई. न्यूजीलैंड साउथ अफ्रीका का मैच शुरू हो रहा संडे मॉर्निंग, सैटरडे नाइट, तो कल रात में. बजे मेरे टाइम से तो well, that's just a bit. I don't know what you guys think about that. Of course I understand from South Africa's perspective, but for test cricket it's going to hurt, man. जब आप third string team लेके जा रहे हैं, आपके first string second string दोनों ऐसे T20 खेल रहे हैं. I know that's cricket is going that way, but it is a bit unfortunate, I feel, and it will give test cricket, I think. And also New Zealand, they only give 2 tests, they only play 2 tests at home, whoever they play, because they also found out key, like they're not getting that revenue that India, Australia, England, the big three get. And I understand from that perspective, and that's where the ICC will have to make some decisions on how they can keep it this a successful format and make sure that everyone is involved. And the way you're going to keep it competitive, अगर सब एक दूसरे से खेलेंगे, ये वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप पे क्या हो रहा भाई, 5 गेम आप इंग्लैंड से खेल रहे हैं, इंडिया साउथ अफ्रीका के खिलाफ 2 गेम खेल रहे हैं. So how is that a fair reflection? I don't know. I don't think it is a fair reflection. It has to be a bit more fair, and it should be more competitive, I feel. And there are certain rules which I don't agree with, that they need to change up a bit, make it a bit more flexible, in my opinion. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button to Chasing the Target. Kal aapka day 2 रहेगा between India and England. We'll get the latest updates from there in Vizag. And thank you so much for joining, Punter, Ibrahim bhai, techie update, जो भी आज join करे हमारे साथ, really appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.